He made himself of no reputation. Help me today. He made himself of no reputation. Here it is, here it is, here it is. If Jesus is to save sinful men, he must first relinquish all thoughts pertaining to his divine authority. I'm going to say it one more time. If Jesus is to save sinful men, he must first relinquish all and every thought pertaining to his divine authority. In other words, he's not just giving up his divine authority, he had to perish the thought that he had it. Here it is. Because unless Jesus gives up his thought of authority, he cannot save you. Because if Jesus maintains his thought that he's God and all God all by himself, then no man could arrest him. No, is anybody in the church? In fact, the night they came to arrest him, a glimpse of his glory shone through, and all the soldiers had to back away. Is anybody in the church with me today? And he quickly enveloped that in human flesh and allowed them to. He had to forget that angels bow before him. He had to forget that he's the King of glory. He had to forget that he's the King of the universe. He had to forget that he's the creator of heaven and earth. He had to forget that he possessed life underived all by himself. He has to forget that he can speak and it will be done, that he can command and it will stand fast. He had to forget about his authority. Because if he didn't, no man could grab him. Because if he didn't, Herod couldn't try him. Pilate couldn't talk to him. Because the king of the province is looking at the King of glory. Can I talk to the church? And the King of glory humbled himself before the king of the province, because there's somebody that needs to be saved. Is anybody in the church with me? And if I should tell you who I am, if I should show you my authority and my glory, then my mission would be compromised. Therefore he humbled himself. They couldn't strip him, they couldn't scourge him, they couldn't whip him. If he retained his thought, they couldn't put a cross on his shoulder. If he retained his thought, they couldn't mock him, they couldn't nail him. If he retained his thought, they couldn't push a sword through his side. If he retained his thought. Are you with me today, somebody? And sometimes I feel that we are better if we relinquish the thought. We like to talk about our reputation. Is anybody in the church with me? We embrace our reputation. We hold dear our reputation. People will take you to court for their reputation. Am I talking to anybody in the church? Some people's reputation are worth millions of dollars and billions of dollars, but the reputation of Jesus Christ is worth all of eternity, yet he gave it up. Am I talking to anybody in the church today? I think sometimes we need to forget about our reputation. Don't fool yourself. He had a reputation. Can I talk to the church? I said he had a reputation. He had a reputation which said he stepped out on the morning of time. He put one foot on nothing, the other foot on space, and then he turned and looked at nothing. I said, nothing, give me something. And nothing produced something. He then pushed his hand through nowhere, grabbed a hold of nothing, pulled it back through nowhere, and by the time it came back to him, he had something. He looked at darkness and said, darkness, give me light. And darkness blushed, ran away, and light appeared. Can I talk to the church? He has reputation where he can look at the dead and say, Lazarus, come forth. And Lazarus, can I talk to the church? He has reputation, but he gave up his reputation. For some of us, our reputation is that we can sing good. Lots of people can sing good. Am I talking to anybody in the church? For some of us, our reputation is that we come from a good family. And we do anything to defend our reputation. There's a website called reputationdefender.com. Am I talking to you? Where they can scour the web and look for stuff that are unflattering to your reputation and clean it up for you so that you have an unspotted record. Is anybody in the church with me? Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you need to forget about your reputation. We like to tell people who we are, where we come from, how long our family has been in church, how much money we give to church. You know how big my offering is. You know that my father built this church. You know that I'm the only musician up in here. And if I leave, you go, am I talking to anybody? Sometimes you need to forget about your reputation and hold on to the unchanging hand of God. Because no matter what reputation you have, it cannot compare to the reputation. Reputation is often what people see. Character is really who you are. Am I talking to anybody in the church? We like to maintain our reputation, but we might not want to ask God to transform the character. Can I talk to somebody today? Because if night should turn to day, I said if night should turn to day, not even reputationdefender.com could help you with this one, because sometimes we find ourselves in compromising positions, but we want to defend our reputation. We need to go to the blood of Jesus and be washed and be cleansed so that we can become more and more like Jesus. He thought it not robbery, but made himself. You know, the fascinating part about it is this. The text said he made himself. Oh Lord, help me today, Jesus. He made himself. Here it is. No one compelled him. No one could direct him. No one could instruct him. He made himself. This is a decision that he made by himself. No one could dispossess him. No one could disinherit him. No one could disfellowship him. Am I talking to anybody in the church today? He did it all by himself. He decided to give it up himself. And that is the mighty act of God, that he gave it all up by himself.